His name was Daniel. He grew up in Ajagunle. It was a small room. The roof leaked. He had one mother, no father. There were many bills, no help. He fixed phones at a roadside table. He worked till his back hurt. Some days he ate, yet some days he didn't. But Daniel had a stubborn heart. He said, "One day I will build something. One day I will help my mother. One day I will make my name known." The landlord came. "Pay or leave," he said. Daniel counted coins, but they were not enough. The landlord pointed at the table. "By morning, this spot is not yours." Anita was rich, soft hands, new hair, bright phone. Her father owned cars, shops, and land. One faithful evening, she came to fix a cracked screen. Daniel took the phone. He spoke gently. He smiled shyly. Anita looked at his hands. They were rough and cut. She said, "How long?" He said, 2 hours. She watched him work. He was careful. He was calm. He did not stare at her. He respected her. From there, something small began. But as Anita smiled, her friends were walking toward them. They started to talk. Daniel walked her to the bus stop. They shared roasted corn. They laughed at silly jokes. But her friends watched. They said, "Anita, you and a roadside boy?" They laughed, rolling their eyes. Anita felt heat on her face. Daniel felt small inside. Still, he kept coming back. He brought her fried plantain with his last coins. He gave her shade when rain fell. One friend asked, loud on purpose, "Can love buy you an iPhone?" Anita wanted fine things, new clothes, new shoes, soft life. She said, "Daniel, other men buy things." "What about you?" He said, "I will. But I am building. Give me time." She said, "Time does not feed me." She asked for a phone. He could not buy it. She asked for a trip. He could not pay. Her voice grew sharp. His eyes grew wet. "If you love me," she said, "prove it with money." At a mall, her friends stood around. They wore gold. They spoke loud. Anita pointed at Daniel. "Look," she said, laughing. "My boyfriend fixes phones by the road. Can you imagine?" People turned. Daniel went quiet. He placed her repaired phone in her hand. He said only, "Take care." That night she ended it. She blocked his number. She walked away. Daniel sat by his mother's bed. "I will not cry," he told himself. "I will build. I will rise." He folded his table and whispered, "Tomorrow starts now." Daniel took 2 jobs. Daytime he repaired phones. Nighttime he guarded a warehouse. He saved every naira. Robbers came one night. They took his savings, all of it. He held the empty box and shook. His mother touched his cheek. "Son, you still have hands? Start again." He picked up a broken phone and whispered, "Teach me to fix harder ones." A lender smiled. "Quick loan, small interest," the man said. Daniel signed. The interest grew like fire. Every week, new charges. He could not breathe. He worked more hours. He ate less food. The collector warned, "Miss one payment, we take your tools." An old engineer came by. His name was Femi. He watched Daniel solder tiny chips with steady hands. "You are careful," Femi said. "You learn fast. Come to my workshop." Femi taught him repairs. He taught him patience. He taught him business. He also warned, "Greed will call your name. Do not answer." Femi placed one rule on the table: no lies to customers, ever. A firm needed 50 repaired phones in 2 days. If Daniel failed, he would be blacklisted. If he passed, new doors would open. The power went out. The generator failed. Rain poured through the roof. He moved the table. He covered the boards. He kept working by torchlight. Morning came, 50 phones stacked, ready. The manager looked at the phones, yet his face was hard. The manager tried a trick. "These are not our models," he lied. no payment. Daniel's chest pounded. He wanted to shout. He remembered Femi's rule. He showed the signed order. He showed the IMEI list. He stayed calm. The room went silent. The manager signed the check. Outside, a rival hissed, "Enjoy today. Tomorrow we finish you." A rival spread rumors. "He swaps parts for cheap ones," he said. Customers walked away. Daniel's hands shook. Femi stood by him. "Let your work answer," Femi said. Daniel fixed phones free for mothers. Word spread. "Go to Daniel. He is honest." That rival made a call in the dark. "Crash his order. Tonight." A big delivery came. Screens, batteries, but many were fake. They failed in hours. Refunds hit him hard. Money fell like rain from his pocket. He thought of quitting. He called Femi. "I am tired," he said. Femi replied, "You are not tired. You are learning." An email popped up. "Pitch day, tech investors? Tomorrow." Daniel wore his best shirt. He had a simple idea. A network of honest repair points across the city, plus an app for pickup and delivery. Investors laughed. "Repairs? Small money," they said. They stood to leave. One woman stayed. Her name was Zainab. "Show me your numbers," she said. He did. She nodded. "I will give you seed money, but report weekly. No lies." Daniel signed, yet his phone buzzed. "Your mother is sick." He ran to the hospital. Deposit was due. He had little cash. Zainab's money had rules. He begged the nurse, "Please, I will pay." The nurse shook her head. A junior doctor stepped in. "Admit her," he said. He whispered, "Pay when you can." Daniel held his mother's hand. "I will not waste this chance." At 3 a.m., a message came. Shipment stuck at border. He called contacts. No one answered. He drove with two friends. The rain was heavy. At the checkpoint, an officer asked for a bribe. Daniel stood straight. "I will not bribe," he said. "I will pay lawful duty." They waited for hours. Forms, calls, checks. Finally, the gate opened. Zainab texted, 2 weeks to prove growth." He trained 5 boys. He taught them truth and skill, printed flyers, built the app. Orders grew. Reviews were kind. Money began to move. He paid debts. He cleared the loan. He bought a van. A telco emailed, "Can you service 5,000 devices per quarter?" As success rose, an old number flashed. Anita. He stared. He let it ring out. He felt nothing and everything. He remembered the mall, the laughter, the words, "Love cannot feed me." He placed the phone down. He went back to work. That night, when he closed from work, on his way to his house, he saw her. The driver slowed. On the pavement, a woman sat, cold, wet, alone. Daniel stepped out. He walked closer. It was Anita. Her cheeks were thin. Her voice was weak. "Daniel?" she said. Tears filled her eyes. He remembered the boy he was. He looked at the man he had become. A guard whispered, "Sir, this is not safe." She spoke in pieces. Her father lost a case. Their house was seized. Her mother fell sick. Bills piled up. A rich boyfriend promised help. He used her. He left. She slept on church steps. She begged at bus stops. People mocked her. She said, "I am sorry." She said, "I was blind." Daniel asked, "If I was still poor, would you be sorry?" The night was heavy. Daniel could hold a grudge. He could walk away. He could repay pain with silence. He remembered his mother's words, "Do not let pain make you small." He remembered Femi's rule, "No lies, no hate." He took off his jacket. He placed it on her shoulders. He told the driver, "Open the door." A camera flashed from across the road. Morning came with noise. Blogs posted photos. "Billionaire lifts homeless ex," board members called. "This is bad for the brand," they said. "Leave this alone." Zainab listened. She said, "Do what is right, I will back you." Daniel stood before the board. He said, "Our brand is truth. Our brand is help." A vote was called. Keep him or remove him. The vote passed by 1. Daniel stayed. He paid for Anita's checks. He set rules, rehab for her drinking, counseling for grief, skills for new work. He rented a place for her mother. He paid school fees for cousins. He asked Anita to apologize. She went. She cried. She said, "I was proud. Forgive me." A call came. The rival who tried to ruin him. The rival wanted a meeting. His shop had burned. He had nothing. Daniel looked at him. He saw his own past. He saw his own fear. He hired him as a trainee. "Learn," he said. "Start clean." Anita worked at Daniel's foundation. She helped girls who slept on cold floors. She told them her story. She told them the truth. Daniel stood on a rooftop at sunset. The city glowed. The wind was soft. He whispered, "Money is a tool. Respect is the crown. Never mock the poor. The table you laugh at today may be the table that feeds you tomorrow."